If you're over 60 and feeling drained, your energy fading, your performance in the bedroom not what it once was, and you've been wondering if your best years are behind you, listen closely. What I'm about to share may surprise you, but more importantly, it has the potential to turn everything around. 3 common nuts, yes, simple nuts, could be the key to restoring your vitality, boosting your energy, improving blood flow, and reigniting endurance like you haven't felt in years. No pills, no supplements, just real, natural foods that fight back against the slowdown that aging can bring. I'm Dr. Laura, and I've spent over 3 decades helping men reclaim their strength, confidence, and masculinity. What I've learned is that aging doesn't mean giving up, it means getting smarter about how you nourish your body. Most men don't realize it, but these 3 specific nuts help support better circulation, firmer erections, and stronger hormone levels by working with your biology, not against it. In this video, I'll show you exactly how these nuts work, why they're even more powerful when combined, the biggest mistake most older men make that sabotages their results, and the simple daily routine that could help you feel like yourself again. But first, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future content designed to help men over 60 feel stronger, more energized, and more confident. And if you find this video helpful, drop a 1 in the comments to let me know. Your feedback helps me make content that truly supports your health and vitality. Let's start with the first powerful nut that no man over 60 should overlook. This one plays a crucial role in restoring blood flow, enhancing circulation, and laying the foundation for stronger, longer-lasting performance. I'm talking about walnuts, the king of circulation. I'll never forget a patient of mine named Tom, 68, who came to me feeling defeated. He said, "Doctor, it's like my body just doesn't respond anymore. I want to be with my wife, but it's just not working like it used to." I hear that more often than you might think. In Tom's case, like many others, the issue wasn't just desire, it was blood flow. That's why the first nut we need to talk about is the humble walnut. It may not look like much, but it's one of the most powerful foods you can eat to support circulation. If your blood flow isn't strong, everything else crumbles: erections, energy, mental clarity, they all begin and end with circulation. Walnuts are packed with L-arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the gas that relaxes your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely. When you're younger, your body produces plenty of it. But after 60, those levels drop fast. That's where walnuts come in. They help restore that natural function, keeping your vessels open, flexible, and responsive. They're also rich in omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation and improve heart health, 2 things deeply tied to performance. Many men have told me that after adding just a small handful of walnuts each evening, their energy returned within weeks. They were waking up with firmer morning erections, feeling more alert, and had greater stamina throughout the day. It's not a miracle, it's biology working as it should once it's supported properly. The beauty of walnuts is how easy they are to incorporate. No pills, no prescriptions, just a natural tool your body recognizes and knows how to use. If you've been feeling sluggish, if your erections aren't as firm, or if your general drive is low, this one simple change could start turning things around. But walnuts are just part of the equation. The next nut not only supports blood flow, it directly enhances erection strength and stamina in a way that's been proven in clinical studies. You won't want to miss this. Let's move to the second powerhouse nut, pistachios, the erection booster. A few years ago, I worked with a patient named Ricardo, age 72. He was healthy overall but quietly frustrated. "It's like I'm there mentally," he told me, "but physically, my body doesn't show up." He tried pills, but they made him feel sick, flushed, and honestly, embarrassed. What he wanted was a natural solution, something that worked with his body, not against it. That's when I introduced him to pistachios. Most people think of pistachios as a simple snack, but few realize they're one of the only foods that have been clinically shown to improve erectile function naturally. In a fascinating study out of Turkey, men who added pistachios to their daily diet for just 3 weeks experienced significant improvements in erection firmness, duration, and overall sexual satisfaction. No medications, no tricks, just real food with a real impact. Like walnuts, pistachios are rich in arginine, which boosts nitric oxide production for improved blood flow, especially where it matters most. But what makes pistachios stand out is their unique blend of antioxidants, healthy fats, and plant sterols, nutrients that support vascular health, reduce inflammation, and even lower bad cholesterol levels. That adds up to better performance, more confidence, and less frustration. When Ricardo began eating a small handful of pistachios, usually after lunch, he started noticing changes within 2 weeks. Stronger morning erections, more spontaneous desire, and best of all, a sense that his body was finally responding again. He said, "It's like something clicked, like my system turned back on." If you've felt disconnected from your physical self or if performance anxiety has crept in, pistachios could be the quiet solution you've overlooked. They're affordable, easy to find, and surprisingly powerful. But what if I told you there's another nut, one that doesn't just support blood flow or erection strength but actually fuels your hormone levels from the inside out? This one's a game changer for testosterone, energy, and even prostate health. Let's talk about Brazil nuts, the hormone restorer. Let me tell you about Gary, 66. He was sharp, active, and still madly in love with his wife. But he felt off. "I just don't feel like myself," he told me. "I'm not as interested in sex. My energy's low. It's like my body's slowing down no matter what I do." He was walking daily, eating well, but something deeper was out of balance. That's when I asked about selenium. He looked puzzled, like most men, he'd never heard of it. That's where Brazil nuts come in. These aren't everyday snacks. Brazil nuts are loaded with selenium, one of the most powerful yet overlooked minerals for men's health. Just 1 or 2 a day can significantly support testosterone production, improve sperm quality, and protect your prostate. The catch? Your body doesn't produce selenium, it depends entirely on what you eat. And as you age, it becomes even more critical. When Gary started eating just 1 Brazil nut every morning, things slowly began to shift. Better mood, less brain fog, more motivation. But by the end of the month, something else changed, his libido came back. He wasn't forcing it, it was natural, as if his body had been waiting for permission to feel like a man again. The beauty of Brazil nuts is their simplicity. You don't need a handful, in fact, too much can be harmful. But that one nut becomes a kind of hormonal insurance, keeping your testosterone steady, your energy stable, and your performance ready. If you've felt your spark fading, if your motivation's gone quiet or your desire just isn't there, this single nut might be the silent reset your body has been waiting for. Now what happens when you combine all 3, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, into a simple daily routine? The answer might surprise you. It's not just about the nutrients themselves, it's how they work together, amplifying each other in ways your body truly feels. One thing I've learned after decades of working with men is this: the body doesn't heal in isolation, it thrives in synergy, with the right pieces working together. And that's exactly what happens when you consistently eat these 3 nuts every day. Each nut offers incredible benefits on its own, but when combined, they become something remarkable. They support and amplify one another in a way your body can truly feel. I'll never forget a patient named Dan, 71, who had tried each nut at different times over the years, but inconsistently. He'd eat pistachios for a while, then forget about them. Months later, he'd try walnuts, but again, not regularly. He came to me saying, "Doc, I've tried all this, but I don't feel any different." So I asked him to try something new. Not just to eat the nuts, but to commit to all three together every single day for 21 days. What happened after those 3 weeks was incredible. Dan came back saying, "I don't know what's going on, but I have more morning energy. I feel lighter." And my wife noticed that I'm more present. That last word stuck with me, presence. Because that's what this combination gives you. Not just physical improvements, but a renewed sense of being fully alive in your body again. Walnuts open your blood vessels and keep your circulation strong for your heart, brain, and erections. Pistachios build on that base, improving erection quality and stamina. Brazil nuts quietly restore your hormonal engine, giving you inner strength. Together, they address the 3 most common challenges men face after 60: circulation, performance, and drive. And the best part? It doesn't require a major life overhaul. It's a 5-minute daily habit with powerful returns. Of course, even the best plan can be ruined by a single, common mistake. It's something I see far too often, and it can cancel all your progress before you even realize it. The hardest part of my job isn't diagnosing problems, it's helping men see when they've quietly given up. Not in a dramatic way, but slowly, over time. It usually starts with a shrug. A little less energy, a little less drive, maybe a few awkward moments in the bedroom. And instead of asking why or searching for solutions, most men just accept it with a quiet, "I guess this is just part of aging." That resignation is the real mistake, not what your body is doing, but what you've stopped doing in response. Waiting, ignoring, assuming nothing will change, that's what drains your vitality. Not age itself. I once spoke to a man named Bill, 69, retired, full of humor, but heavy with resignation. He said, "I just thought this was my new normal." And that broke my heart, because it wasn't true. Bill didn't need a miracle. He didn't need to go back 30 years. He just needed to stop discarding himself. So I encouraged him to do one simple thing: begin. Start with the nuts. Start walking again. Start believing progress was still possible. And in just a few weeks, the man who thought he was fading came alive again, more alert, more engaged, deeply reconnected with his body. The mistake isn't aging, the mistake is thinking aging means giving up. Now let me leave you with the final piece of this journey, the part that makes it easy to turn everything you've learned into a simple, sustainable daily habit. No confusion. No guessing. Just a clear path you can follow each day to feel stronger, more energized, and fully alive again.